Welcome to the Daughter Arise channel. My name is Yvonne and this channel is all about bringing you content surrounding childhood sexual abuse. I also cover news stories, things about my experience and other topics around this subject in hopes of encouraging and helping other survivors. So if you haven't subscribed to this channel, hit the subscribe button and the notification bell so that you can be notified of any new uploads, and don't forget to hit the thumbs up button if you like the content. In hitting the thumbs up button, it helps me to gauge what type of content is really hitting home for a lot of you, and it helps me to create better videos as well. So in this video, I wanted to share with you some things my husband struggled with being in a relationship with somebody that had gone through childhood sexual abuse. I thought it was really important to do this video because a couple of videos back, I talked about things I struggled with in having a relationship after trauma. And I will leave a link to one of the videos at the top here, and I will leave a link to the other video in the description box. Following on from that, I started to think about my husband and what he must have struggled with. So last night I asked him to write down on a piece of paper some issues, some challenges he struggled with. And this morning he gave me the piece of paper with what he wrote on it. I must admit, I was a little bit apprehensive and nervous to know what he had wrote. I've never really asked him in a direct way like this about what he found challenging in being in a relationship with me, especially in the first 6 to 8 years of our marriage. There were two issues that my husband talked about, the first one being anger. Now, this is something that I was well aware of. Right from when I was sexually abused as a child, I started to act out and, flare up quite quickly. And it's transitioned across my life in different ways. The anger went from acting out and fighting and doing all these different things to inward anger, taking it out on myself. And I am going to be doing a video about how anger affected my life. But my husband said he found it extremely challenging and extremely difficult. So it wasn't easy for me to hear that. But obviously I was aware of that. It's something that I had to work hard to deal with, because it's not that I wanted to always flare up and be angry. I just found it hard to probably communicate the way I felt, but I didn't really think about the impact it had on my relationship or my husband. The second thing he talked about was mood swings. So I can definitely recognise that I had a lot of mood swings. I was a bit like a pendulum, and I've been like that from a child, where one minute I would be up, the next minute I would be withdrawn, the next minute I would be down. You'd never know what mood I would be in on certain days. And I've been able to work on mood swings and deal with the root issues, just like I dealt with the root issues of my anger, which has helped me to be a more level-headed and better person in a relationship. How my husband said that these issues affected him was that he found it quite challenging. He found conversations quite restricting. I suppose that he felt like he was walking on eggshells with me, wasn't sure if it was okay to talk about things at a certain time, which obviously made the relationship quite constricting, and I can totally see that. So what my husband said helped him to deal with these issues of my anger and mood swings in our relationship in the early years was having trusted people that he could talk to. So he had his set friends that he would talk to about these things, having an outlet for him to talk about those things and getting encouragement and support in being able to handle the relationship. I just want to say at this point that one of the main things that has helped me to deal with my anger and mood swings is self-realization. So knowing that I had these issues, getting the help with these issues, and then dealing with the root causes has helped me to change and to become a better partner in the relationship. And what's really encouraging, actually, when I asked my husband the question of what he thought had made a change in me, he had said to me the same things. The fact that I recognised my own behaviour and recognised that I needed to get help. He also said that he could recognise the changes in me from me going to therapy and how that had impacted on our relationship, and also my faith in Christ, which helped me with a lot of the healing as well. Another positive thing my husband said is that he recognised that healing was ongoing, that it is a lifetime of healing, and having that understanding about why the person that he was in a relationship with, me being his wife, was having these types of issues, also helped him to have understanding and patience. So I just wanted to share that with you in this video. I am going to be doing a video for partners of survivors. I think it's really important because as a survivor, and I'm sure maybe you might be able to resonate with this as well, sometimes you can be so wrapped up in your own pain and your own trauma that you forget about people that you love that are around you that may be experiencing some of the effects of that as well. I mean, imagine I've been in my relationship with my husband for 17 years, and really yesterday was the first time I actually directly asked him, what did you find difficult about being in a relationship with me? Of course, we've had conversations along the way where we've talked about different incidents or different things that have come up during our relationship, but to ask that direct question was actually really, really hard. And as I mentioned, I felt quite apprehensive about it. But I'm glad I took the courage to do it because it's helped me to know how far I've come, and it's helped me to be more mindful in my relationship. If I do have an off day or if there's something bothering me, to be mindful of how it might affect my husband. No one taught me about relationships. I've had to put in a lot of hard work to deal with a lot of things to do with myself. And in our relationship, both of us have put in the hard work. You know, no one is perfect. Both of us have our own little things that are going on. But the key thing is that we communicate, we're mindful of each other, and that we continue to focus on the end goal, which is to have a healthy and balanced relationship. So that is it for this video. Don't forget to hit the thumbs up if you like the content, and I shall see you on the next video.